Prepare for a roller coaster of justice as we dive into the moments when evil police officers finally got exactly what they deserve. First, witness the shocking downfall of an officer who thought he could get away with falsely incriminating a teen, only to have his scheme blow up in his face.
Cut the line.
Huh?
Why'd you cut the line?
I'm talking to my cousin.
No,
I'm not going on a ride.
No, I watched you though. You cut the whole line.
I'm talking to
All
my
these
cousin.
people are waiting for their kids to get off. They're not in line.
No, but I've been waiting this whole time.
This isn't.
You can't get on here anyway. You too tall.
What are you talking about? Yes, I can.
No, this one.
You can't get on this
Oh,
ride.
you got
You too
Dr.
tall.
52.
Are you discriminating against me because I'm tall?
Hey, this dude.
Both of the women did not seem to enjoy his prank, as they didn't even get it. However, things were about to change drastically when they informed the security about this. Shockingly, they went over to lie about the incident.
I mean, you can ask him, but he's not gonna let you on the
You
ride.
too tall.
No, but some of us are waiting and like out there all day, and she just cut the line.
You say I'm discriminating.
All of these
I'm not
parents are
on the
waiting
ride.
for their kids to get off the ride. None of them are waiting to get
None
on
of
the
them
ride.
are waiting to get on the ride. There is no line.
No, like I'm just trying to go on the ride. Go, and I thought that was you. I thought you were next to me. I looked over. It's not you.
You guys over at the kids area recently?
The kids area.
We had a description of, well, two white guys and a black guy.
I'm half white.
I'm sure the victim didn't really take it
The
ID
victim?
test too. Full assault. Said, yeah, you guys grabbed her. You had a camera. That's why I'm thinking that camera.
We
Yeah.
grabbed her?
Whoa.
Who?
The ladies proceeded to complain about a sexual assault, whereas we can clearly see that the YouTubers never even touched them. The security chief didn't even try to hear Lofe's version of the story as he proceeded to take them out of the park.
We're gonna go take you guys back so she can see if she can identify you, and then we got SPD coming too. So we're just gonna.
What are you talking? Who did we grab?
I just got the report. So
This just got
What?
blew way out of proportion, yo.
Grab?
blow out of proportion. Were you there?
Talk about sex.
Who did we grab?
We don't even know we don't even know who you're talking about.
That's fine. You fit the description.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm not a cop.
All right, I'm leaving. I don't have to wait for anything. Are we under arrest?
No, but you're not gonna.
Okay.
You're also on private property. So.
Yeah, so we'll leave the park then. I'm not staying here with people like accusing us of sexual assault. What did we do?
We're gonna bring you up to the front, and then we get the person to come see if they can identify you.
Which way's the exit? Is that the exit? Where's the exit?
The security even proceeded to alert the cops who were on their way, all of it without even bothering to hear their side of the story. Lofe and his friend realized the huge problem and decided to leave the park.
You're taking us the wrong way.
I'm usually chill, but you can't walk up and accuse us of sexual assault.
Wild.
Get the out of
What's
here.
your name?
Dan, and I'm the director of security.
A lot of people gonna have something to say about you, Dan.
All I asked you guys was to hold on so we can sit here and get this script.
No, I'm not holding on for anybody. Yeah, she grabbed. Dude, she touched us.
So now you were there. You just said you didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, we were there. We didn't grab anybody. It's all on camera. Detective, dude, why are you so mad?
Because you're walking away from me. You
Yeah.
guys just admitted you were there.
We're not under arrest, so I don't need to listen to you.
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do shit. We literally have it all on video.
Okay, well then you have nothing to worry about. Why can't you just resolve it then?
I'm not staying here to explain a situation that we didn't do anything wrong.
Security chief kept being ignorant of the matter and didn't even let them leave, claiming that the police were on their way. Despite all this, he offered nothing but a pathetic excuse for the inconvenience.
We have the entire thing on camera. That's the funny part. I might get a job at Monster Jam, so I might see you later this summer. You into monster trucks?
You really want to have small talk? Is that what you want to do is have small talk?
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing? Why is there 3 of them? You guys brought out the whole Avengers for this. So,
Come over here in the security office.
why do we
Well,
not?
if you're innocent, then I'll tell you what.
Why don't we
You guys
not?
get the line passed.
Shut the hell up. You're not getting front of the line pass. You accused us of sexual assault.
And why don't you want to talk?
Now you're not. Now you're going to apologize.
This is private property. I can escort
Oh,
you.
okay.
All
I'll
right?
step up.
At this point, you're literally harassing us.
Weapons of any kind.
I don't give a shit who you bring.
Nah, you should. How is
She-
she scared
oh my
when she-
God.
She said 3 people assaulted.
There is no
Why
way.
wouldn't she be
Get
scared?
out of here. This dude offers front of the line passes for the inconvenience. Get out of here. It's not an inconvenience. You accused us of a felony.
I promise you right now.
That's not an inconvenience. He's the guy that gets rejected from the police academy and then goes and power trips on everybody.
Moments later, Lofe and his friends were out of the park, but were still not free to go, as they were waiting for the police officers to arrive. Shortly after, an officer arrived and started confronting the YouTuber.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Nothing much.
Hang on a second.
Is anything the problem?
Yeah. So what's going on today?
They walked up and accused us of assault. We have the whole thing on camera. We didn't do anything.
Okay.
And
I don't know much. I'm just trying to look into it, trying to get both sides of the story too. You're worried about recording. Everything's recording right here as well.
are we under arrest or?
We're just being.
So we can leave. We can leave
You're
then.
being detained. Really free to look into something. If you
Okay.
want to get rough like that,
I'm not
you
getting.
go all day
I'm
long,
not getting
all right?
rough.
You have an ID with you.
Yeah.
Break it out.
Why are we being
We're
detained?
looking into something
Hold
right
on. I
now.
don't think we committed a crime for us to be asked questions for
Yeah.
IDs and stuff.
So are we
Yeah.
free to go?
Well, then you can go to jail if you'd like. If you're not going to identify yourself. It's
I'll
that simple.
identify myself, but like I'm
Okay.
confused.
I don't have
If
no
it's
ID.
difficult, that's fine. We can do that.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm really not.
Okay. And you don't have an ID on you at all? Okay. What about you?
See?
He's deaf.
He's deaf.
Let me grab it.
All of them were visibly shocked at this moment and nervous as well. They had no idea that their prank would let the cops onto them in no time. Nevertheless, despite the tension, they remained composed, knowing they had not committed any wrongdoing.
All I know is Valley Fair Security called us to look into something, all right? I don't know what's going on. There's two sides to every story. I know that from doing this job for a long time. We're waiting to get more information from here and see what's going on, okay?
On your point of view, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. Like we have it all on
The
camera.
term that you guys just
I'm all with
accused
the
of with,
suspects here.
nothing of that
Not sure what
of
the
that
other
sort
half
happened.
We didn't say anything like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked her why she
What-
cut the
yeah,
line. I
what-
said,
like,
why'd
what-
you cut the line?
What's the result that we've got? Because he said that we touched somebody and we assaulted them.
What do you reckon?
That's what the head of security said. And we did not put hands on anybody.
Again, I'm coming into this at the end here trying to sort it out and
Understand.
figure out
That's
all
your
what's
job.
going on,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay? Not trying to accuse anybody of anything, but I'm merely going off of what I'm told.
I'm glad
okay?
you didn't even say the words and stuff, but that other guy, the way he approached us was just not, it was not.
As the officer verified what had happened earlier, he got into a nice conversation with them, trying to ease the tension that had built up.
What's this caution hot moms or wet moms thing?
It's just merch. You like it?
Yeah?
I need to get you a shirt, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had an extra shirt.
You want this shirt?
Loaf.
You want this
won't
shirt?
fit me, man.
Just hit
That's
the gym a
your
little
site?
bit. I got a
Yeah.
good gym program you can hit too.
I'm good, man.
In
Thanks.
2 weeks, you'll look just like me.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I promise you. It's
Okay.
certified.
I'm not sure about that.
He was gonna give us a free pass for the inconvenience. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what he said. I was like, it's not an inconvenience. It's literally like a big deal. You,
Like
you
a
don't
false
accuse someone.
accusation.
Because like, look at where this led us. Like,
Feel me?
they called you guys and
You
like,
could have been off doing something
Yeah,
better.
you-
You know?
yeah.
Actually,
you got more important
Let
to
me
do,
talk
right?
to this gentleman here for a second. You guys.
he
be
wasn't
on-
even there. I don't even
Yeah.
know what he.
He's relaying information. All right, just be patient.
Shortly after, another officer came onto the scene, and they eventually discovered that Lofe and his friends had done nothing wrong.
You're being detained for an investigation right now. Simple as that. Okay, so Valley Fair needs to do their thing, whatever they want to do with them, and then they're good. There's nothing criminal for us, so do your thing, whatever you need
Hey,
to do.
I want a 1 year pass. I want a 1 year free pass, bro. I want a 1 year free pass on everything I love, on baby. Y'all not finna false accuse us of sexual assault, and then we're not getting a free pass. Fuck. Bro. I had to call my lawyer over this shit. I'm pissed off.
Who are you mad at?
I'm mad at dumb. Not y'all. Y'all doing your job. Which
Well,
I'm mad at security.
sure.
I was
We
just
see
in
this-
jail, man. So
Well,
I wasn't trying to go
yeah,
back.
and we're not, like I said, that's why we were hanging out, waiting to figure out what happened, and then we don't put people in jail that don't deserve to go to jail.
You're a good guy.
So we have to chat.
Can I give you a hug?
No, man.
This is my homie right here.
676,000 subscribers.
I gotta get you a shirt, bro.
I'm just starting up, so I didn't want to.
Bro, you need to stop talking.
The cops ended up saving them from the false accusation, leaving the security team no choice but to hide. Despite everything, they proceeded to trespass them from their park. Meanwhile, the YouTubers got some nice pictures clicked with the friendly officers.
Add it to the list, man. I don't care about being trespassed, bro. I'm not coming back here.
Yeah, so-
This has the worst
Like a fast
customer service and security I've ever seen.
Appreciate you for really doing your job. You're
And-
fair on both sides. It's bigger than black and white, so I understand that you are aware of that.
Yeah. We have a. I don't know what that means.
It's bigger than black and
Bigger than
white.
black and white.
Bigger than like what? I'll
No,
give you
no, you got- you
knuckles.
gotta- you
I don't
gotta-
know.
Oh, you can just do that then.
Yeah, just
than
fist.
black.
There you go.
Bigger than black and white.
He doesn't think so, though.
Well, do you guys have paperwork for him, or what do you
Oh,
guys
we
wanna
got
do?
it.
Oh, so we're just gonna print something out for you. It's just gonna be the trespass form.
He's like snobby. He's like smirking in the corner, like we got him. That's how the whole security staff seemed here. They seemed on a power trip. They seemed like they wanted to be you guys. Like they seem like the guys that didn't pass the
I
police
can't
academy.
speak for them, but
Like,
So,
like
for
you know that failed the
instance,
police academy.
This reserved.
Hell yeah.
Bigger than black and white, guys.
All right, yeah, absolutely. And I got a paperwork for you. Trespass for a year.
All right, add it to the
Trespass
list.
For a year. Trespass for a year.
All right,
Anything else
guys.
for us guys?
Nah, that's it for me. Nothing criminal.
Nothing criminal.
Appreciate you guys. I told you, security, whatever his name was.
The officers de-escalated the situation brilliantly and made sure that they weren't criminally charged for something they never did. The park, however, still gave them a 1-year trespass. The YouTuber exited the park and went on with his day. The officers taught the security a lesson, but this time police officers corrected their sergeant on his misconduct.
Do not have to identify myself. I am done talking to you.
You arrested me.
On December 4th, 2021, 3 First Amendment auditors were filming the streets of Miami when they noticed a police car parked illegally on the road. As one auditor approached him, he saw the officer was sitting inside using his mobile phone. He proceeded to get away and used his flashlight on him to get his attention. However, suddenly the officer got increasingly confrontational with him.
He doesn't realize that I'm there. He's just sitting there texting. You doing all right? You doing okay?
I'm working.
You're working?
Why would I be okay?
Okay.
Why would you flash your light in my face?
Huh?
Why would you flash your light in my face?
Oh, 'cause I was trying to see if you were okay.
You're harassing me. I'm here in my car. Why would I be okay?
Why don't you
Why are
just...
you harassing me?
I'm not harassing you.
So what are you doing over here?
I'm checking to see if you're okay.
Don't come play no games with me, but I know about you guys. Don't play no games with me.
You what?
You are harassing me. Don't come harassing me, sir.
I'm not harassing you.
It was a sergeant sitting inside the police cruiser, and he got angry at the auditor for using his flashlight on him. Therefore, he started to escalate the matter.
I was asking...
Don't come harassing me.
Pardon?
Don't come over here harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
Where do you live at, sir?
Where do you live at? What a punk. Yeah, he's trying to say I'm harassing him. It's a guy. It's an old white dude. We got flashlights too. Really? Really? I can play the flashlight game too, bro. I'll just come over here then. You dude.
Shortly after, the sergeant decided to step out of his vehicle and confront the auditor, demanding his ID.
What?
What's your ID?
I'm not harassing you.
You're harassing me.
How am I harassing
I'm
you?
going to show you right now.
How am I harassing you?
11:30. You're going to find out.
How am I harassing you?
You're shining your light in a police car.
I was asking if you were okay.
Why would you ask me that? I'm a police officer. Why you ask me if I'm okay? Do I need you?
Am I not allowed to ask
doing
if the
my
police
job.
are
Why you
okay?
ask me if I'm okay? 11:30. You're going to find out. Can you send me a couple of units here at Coastal Park on 6-1?
Am I not allowed to ask if a police officer's okay?
You're going to find out.
I'm going to find out?
Yeah, you're going to find out. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
Yes, you are. You don't even know what that means. Yes, can you send me some units over here, please?
The sergeant went to call for backup, persisting in making matters difficult for the auditor, who had not violated any laws or attempted to harass him in any way.
Literally asked if you were okay.
You're going to find out. You're flashing your light in my car. You're harassing me. Is that something normal people do? Go up to the car and flash lights in their car?
I was asking if you were okay.
Is that normal people things do?
I was asking if you were okay.
Hey, where you guys live? Let me see your IDs.
No.
Let me see your IDs.
I don't have my ID on me.
Okay, you need to get out of here then.
Okay.
You have ID. You have to be in the streets of Florida.
If we're free
Okay?
to go, if
You have to have
You
an
have
ID
to
to
have
be
an
on the
ID.
street.
Yes, you do. You need to ID yourself.
No,
Okay.
unless we committed a crime.
Be quiet.
No,
You
not
don't
at
be
all.
following.
Okay.
You have to have ID.
What's your name and
I don't
badge?
have ID on me.
Okay.
Sergeant Jack. What's your
You
number?
want...
What's your ID
You're gonna
number?
find out real soon.
What's your ID
Okay.
number?
When my units get here, you're gonna find out real soon.
What's your ID number?
You're gonna find out real soon. My units.
Look
Why
what you're
you
doing to
recording?
this house right here.
Why you care? Where you live at?
What do you mean?
Where do you live at?
Doesn't matter.
Where do you live at?
Doesn't
It
matter.
does matter.
No, it doesn't.
But you're in a neighborhood harassing a police officer.
No.
I'm not
It does
harassing.
matter. It
I
does
literally was
matter.
asking if you were
You're gonna
okay.
find
You're
out.
the one that
You're gonna find
escalated
out.
this.
You're gonna find out.
The officer continued to threaten the individuals who had not done anything wrong. Moreover, he had no right to demand their ID, as he had no reasonable articulable suspicion against them. But once again, the corrupt sergeant didn't seem to care about the law.
I say you're
I literally...
harassing me.
Okay, yeah,
can't
you say...
flash your
I
light in my
asked if
car.
you were
You
okay.
are harassing me.
What did I ask you?
are
I asked
harassing
if you
me.
were okay.
Okay, you're gonna find out. You're harassing me.
I literally asked if you were okay.
Where's your ID at? Okay, where's your ID at? Because you're so smart. Where's your ID at?
Huh? I don't have
Where's
my
your
ID.
ID at?
I don't have it on
I need
me.
all your IDs and I need to check you out right now. I need your ID, sir. I need your ID right now. Give me your ID. Give me your ID. I need to identify who you are.
Literally... Okay, real quick. Can I talk to you real quick? I asked
Give me your
him...
ID.
I don't have my ID on
Okay,
me.
you have to have an ID to be on the street as an adult. Okay?
No, not to
if
be on
you
the
know so much you're
streets.
recording, you should know that. Okay.
Not to be on the streets. It's only for
Run this guy
driving.
right here. You need to run these guys back down.
What crime am I being
Okay,
suspected
put your
of?
phones down. You're getting investigated right now.
Okay.
What crime am I being
They came here harassing.
Okay. Shortly, a couple of officers arrived on the scene, and even they seemed shocked to see the situation at hand. That's when one of the auditors explained the entire situation to the arriving officer.
Can I talk to you, please? This guy is like freaking out. Okay, listen, I asked him if he was okay. I was walking around. I noticed he's been sitting here for a while. I didn't know if sometimes people fall asleep. I wanted to make sure he was okay.
But I wasn't sleeping.
All I did was turn my flashlight on because I was looking.
in my car,
And he's like,
flashing my light.
why are you
You're
harassing me? I
harassing
said,
me.
are you okay? And he was
Harassing
like,
me.
what are you doing? I was like, are you okay? I'm just checking to see if you're okay. And he starts freaking out on us. He says, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Starts threatening us. Literally just checking to make sure everything was okay.
The sergeant wasn't only limited to him, as he continued to intimidate the other auditors as well.
I hope so. I don't know. This guy is escalating it, man. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Yep.
I'm on the sidewalk filming you, sir. I don't have a flashlight, sir. I didn't break the law. I didn't break the law. I didn't break the law, sir. No, I didn't. I'm on a public sidewalk filming. No.
You're harassing me.
No.
I need your ID.
Filming a public official is not harassment. Sir.
Bro, literally, like, what is this? Can I talk?
I don't have a flashlight, sir. What are you talking about? I don't have a flashlight.
Your friends were harassing.
I don't have. I have nothing to do with him.
Okay.
I'm my own person. What?
Take your camera out my face.
Step back.
Sergeant Jack, they know who I am.
I don't care who you
Everybody
are.
needs to
Stop harassing.
I'm not harassing you.
You came here faster than my car.
I did not do that, sir. I have everything on camera.
Well, as the auditor was calmly explaining the situation to one of the officers who had arrived earlier, the sergeant intervened once again, launching into a painful rant.
Do I go up to people's cars and flash my light in their cars for no reason?
Yeah, you do probably.
No, I don't. Not for no reason. If I get sent there.
Okay, you don't
guys are not
ever
police
walk
officers.
around.
Who are you to come my
You
car
literally
arrest
just shone a flashlight
You're
into
not a
these
police
people's
officer.
houses.
You're
What
not
are
a
you
police
talking
officer, so
about?
who are you to come my car, flashing light my car?
Is it illegal to fucking walk around with a flashlight?
Who are you to do that? You're not a police officer.
I'm
You're
a
regular
concerned citizen.
Okay, and I'm working.
Okay,
I'm working.
and I was checking to make sure you are okay.
You don't even
So
live
why
here,
don't you
man.
calm down with the
You don't
attitude?
even live
Because
here.
I've been polite with you.
You don't even live here.
You don't even
You
know
don't
that.
even live here.
You don't even know that.
Identify yourself then. Where you live at? Where's your
I don't
ID?
have to identify myself.
Where's your ID?
901.151
Where's your
states
ID?
I do not have to
Where's your
identify
ID?
myself. I am done talking
You
to you.
harassing me.
Go 10-8, dude.
You arrested
Go
me.
10-8.
Every other officer on the scene realized that the sergeant was wrong, and they proceeded to escort him out of the scene. It's truly a pity seeing a sergeant getting corrected by his juniors.
I am done
You're
with
harassing
you.
me.
You need to go 10-8, man.
I know that. I know who they are. I know exactly.
You don't
who
know
they are.
you have no
harassing
idea
me.
who
Came
I
out to
am.
my car, putting your light in my car.
I was
That's
standing right
harassment.
there on the sidewalk, so good luck, bro.
That's a lie. This guy
I was standing right there on the sidewalk.
Right in front of my car.
Really? I got body
Right in
camera and
front of my
everything.
car. Right in front of my car. That's where you
You're
are.
a
Right in front
punk, dude. You give police officers a bad name, dude. You're
Really?
a punk.
Because
Yes.
you're antagonizing me? I
No,
give him a
because
bad
you're
name?
antagonizing. You were the one that freaking set off on
You
us, dude.
came here to bother me in my job.
That's ridiculous,
I'm
bro.
working. Why are you here?
Because you've been sitting
Why
here
are
for
you
a while.
here?
First Amendment
You've been
right.
sitting
Why
here
are
for
you
a
here?
while, and I wanted to make
Why
sure
are
you
you
were
here?
okay.
He's not though.
Why are you here?
Officer Safety, I was
have
trying to make
nothing
sure
better
you
to
were
do.
okay.
You have nothing better to do.
Got First Amendment
That's
Okay.
why
right
you're
to
here.
record you
You
in
have
your
nothing
duties.
better
Okay.
to do.
First
That's
Amendment
why you
right
have
to
to
record you in
You
your
have nothing
duties.
better to do.
First Amendment right to record you in your duties.
Come
No,
my
you're
car
not.
harassing
No?
me.
Okay.
Realizing they had been hard done by the Segrean, the officer tried to talk to with the auditors and reassured them that they were not breaking any laws, accepting that the tyrant sergeant was a mistake.
I'm Officer Sandoval.
Reporting you is not
I never
harassment.
caught your name. I know
Yeah.
you don't want to identify
First
yourself. You
Amendment
were not
protected
detained. You can walk off at
activity,
any point.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, by the way, hey, sir.
Very professional.
Thank you very much for your professionalism, man. I'll give you a fist bump, man. Holy crap.
Yo, this officer.
What a
Sergeant, very
punk.
unprofessional. Sergeant Jack, Miami Police Department. Very unprofessional. He calls all these
That was ridiculous, man.
1, 2, 3, 4 units. for
Absolutely
no reason
ridiculous.
At all.
Yo, let's go. We're not being detained. They just said that. We're not being detained. You got 214-204. You got 213-232.
Soon after, all of the officers, including the sergeant, left the area, realizing that he could no longer intimidate the auditors.
Sergeant Jack, Miami Police Department.
Oh no, look, we're making them actually have to go and do work.
Bro, this guy should be fired. What, you're gonna run him over?
I don't know.
Hey, it's really nice because pedestrians have right-of-way at crosswalks. Fuck.
Tyrant.
Piece of shit.
The sergeant was taught a great lesson by his juniors as they refused to violate the rights of these auditors as he had intended. And certainly, this is not the last time a police officer was shown his place by his colleague.
Let's go and remove him from the situation, right?
All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here?
On January 13, 2022, First Amendment auditor and YouTuber Free Press NC decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of Burlington Police Station. However, just as he was recording the parking lot, Officer Delgado approached him.
Tires are mostly in good shape. Can't tell entirely, but they're, generally speaking, they seem to be good tires. Hi!
What are you doing?
Just checking out my employees. What's up? What's your name and badge number?
Delgado.
Delgado, you have a badge number?
I don't.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
So what are you doing?
Just checking on the Burlington employees and seeing if you guys are doing a great job.
About
You're keeping, yeah.
through the cars?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're keeping the officers safe with like good tires and you're not leaving out.
Soon after, another officer came onto the scene and started getting aggressive with the auditor, alleging that he was trespassing.
What's that?
You come speak with us.
You said I need to?
Yes, sir. You're actually trespassing unless you actually have something.
You want me to or I need to? It's hard.
Do you have any business back here? This is only police personnel only.
Yeah, you said I need to, so I was asking, do you want me to come talk to you or do I have to? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir. At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, for suspicion of what crime?
Okay, you're walking around taking pictures of police cars and so forth. You don't have any business here.
Is that
at the police
illegal?
department.
Is that illegal?
Well, taking pictures and videos of a police parking lot is not illegal as it is a public place. However, it was apparent that the officers had no understanding of the law.
And your name, badge number?
I don't have a badge number. Sergeant Marsh.
Sergeant Marsh, okay. So you said I'm detained. And I said suspicion of what crime?
What are you doing back here?
Suspicion of what crime? What's your razz?
You need to leave, sir.
What crime have I committed?
You need to leave.
If you'd like to stand on the sidewalk and do
He told me I have to come here and I'm detained.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You said we need you to come here and you said I'm
I need to talk to
detained.
you. So I need to talk to you. If you want to go over there, take on the sidewalk, take pictures, you're more than welcome, but you can't be back here.
So the sign that says public entrance is not a public entrance?
If you have business here.
Yeah.
Do you have business here?
Am I required to answer that question?
Okay, sir. At this point, you're being asked. If you want to go over and take pictures,
I know I'm being
you're all
asked
right.
because you don't want to infringe on my rights, which is why you've not ordered me to, but you still have me detained. Are you going to undetain me or am I still detained?
You're not detained.
Okay.
You're more than free, but you
I can do what I want. Thanks. It's a public.
Sir, you can go on the sidewalk and take pictures.
You have to stay on the sidewalk.
Where's the sign that says it's authorized personnel only? There's actually a sign in here that says public parking right here.
The sergeant became increasingly agitated with the auditor, unnecessarily making the situation more difficult when he could have easily de-escalated. That's when the auditor requested a supervisor to assist.
Tell me I'm detained in a public parking lot with no signs. That's bull. Back off.
Well, sir, you need to understand.
I don't need to do. You detained me for
Sir,
nothing.
you need to leave the parking lot.
Give me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Give me your supervisor, the LT. This is bull.
I don't want to do it.
Notice I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm talking to him this way.
I understand.
You have no signs that say no trespassing, and it freaking says public entrance. You cannot detain me for videotaping.
I didn't
Why were
detain
you
you.
all in that car?
I wasn't in a car.
You were
if you
all
find
looking
if
at
you
it.
find
I
evidence of
watched you
me being in
looking
a
at the
car,
car.
then bring me in Raz and detain me and we'll talk.
And that's why we started speaking with you because of that. Because
You
were
can't
looking at a
detain me
car.
to figure out if I committed
Yes,
a
sir.
crime.
If
You're a
breaking
freaking
the law,
sergeant.
Yes, sir. We can.
No, you cannot.
The auditor claimed that the sergeant had no reasonable articulable suspicion to detain him, and he was right too. He then declined to provide his ID when asked by the sergeant.
I asked him what he suspected me of, and he said filming.
So I seen you and I called my sergeant.
And that's
See,
why I got
but
out.
that's what you need to articulate. You didn't do that until now. He was telling me that I was suspicious because I was filming around vehicles, but he doesn't get to detain me because I'm filming. I don't care how suspicious it looks. You will not get my name. I am not trespassing, and I will not leave. You know, if you guys have signs up that says this is a trespassed area, authorized personnel only, you got gates up, of course I can't come in.
Well, usually,
He's making up laws.
like I was saying, usually it is. We only allow police cars and people back here, but due to the front lobby, people do come, public citizens.
Right,
They do come back
which
here.
is why I'm here.
Finally, the moment of truth came for the evil sergeant, as the lieutenant arrived on the scene and very calmly de-escalated the entire situation.
What's going on, man?
Howdy.
How are you?
I was doing pretty good.
Okay.
Till I met the sergeant. These two folks are incredibly professional.
Good enough.
He hasn't escalated a single thing. She said she had razzed me breaking into a freaking car. She was very polite at first. Once he escalated, she jumped on the bandwagon. But generally, they've been good.
Okay.
He is a train wreck. How you just treated me was a train wreck. I should say that. I don't know you, Sergeant Marsh, so I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. All right?
Basically, I was told by Officer Delgado that he was actually looking at vehicles possibly breaking into cars. That's why he's here.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't say that's his razz. I said, you got razz, detain me. And he said, you were filming, walking around cars. So
Let's go and remove him from the situation,
okay.
right?
All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here? You can
Allow me to
film
go
all
by
you want in the
visit.
back lot.
Thank
know
you.
What I mean? If you need paperwork, tell me what you need. We'll
All
try
right.
to get it for you. They're going to close pretty soon.
Understood. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm good to go. I'm just here to quietly exercise my rights and not be impeded.
Okay.
And not be detained. We good?
More power to you.
Awesome.
Next, watch as another corrupt cop faces the ultimate payback after his attempt at an illegal arrest comes to light.
Hey man, stick your hands out the window. Are you by yourself? All right. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
I've been chasing you all the way back there. You're doing 120 when you pass State Street.
I didn't realize it.
All right. Is the car in park?
Yes, it's
All right. Go ahead and step out for me, please. Put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right. Go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. All right. I'm Officer Borger. I'm with the Zeeland Police Department. Just going to set you out right here, okay?
The driver was identified as 30-year-old Torion Mitchell, and he was door dashing. Torion refuted the officer's allegation, claiming that he never drove this fast.
Man, why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer. I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
All right, is this your driver's license in here?
It's in my wallet.
Okay, what's in this pocket here?
I don't, you can go in there. I don't know.
All right, is that if I take it out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing sharp that's gonna poke me?
I don't know.
What's that?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, door dash,
Need everybody else to slow down. Use an inhaler for something? You know why all these other officers are standing here?
Why?
Because you can stop back there.
Oh, I didn't even see lights behind me.
What do you use Visine for?
I go to work at 4:30 in the morning and my eyes are red as hell sometimes.
Okay.
The officer proceeded to search Torion, which was not needed. In fact, the whole traffic stop should have ended with a simple speeding ticket. However, the officer had a sinister thought in his mind that would shock you.
I still live in a Mad Urban?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you alcohol today? No. Either?
Hello? I don't do none of that.
Okay. All right, let's walk over towards the front of my truck here real quick.
Okay.
Look straight ahead. You're not using any.
No.
Why are your pupils so pinpoint?
I'm nervous. I got pulled over.
Well, that doesn't change your pupils. I mean, they're like super small. You see those officer car?
I'm not on anything. I'll take a test or whatever.
Okay. You don't take any prescription medication for anything? You're a pretty healthy guy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Are you diabetic or have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Torion showed no signs of impairment and didn't smell of anything either. Despite this, the officer proceeded to conduct a series of sobriety tests. All of this was unnecessary and ridiculous.
Like a narcotic analgesic will do that? You're not using any or anything?
No, I'm literally door dashing. I've been door dashing since.
Well, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you're door dashing at 120.
Yeah.
Okay? And you had to see me with lights and sirens behind me. You didn't see me with lights and sirens behind you?
No, I didn't see you. I honestly didn't see you.
Okay.
And you know what? I just chugged the Red Bull too. So
That doesn't have anything to do with your pupils.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not hurting anything.
Okay. All right. I'm going to check your eyes real quick. So feet together, hands down by your sides. Again, just look straight ahead, okay? All right, can you see the tip of my finger okay? Mm-hmm. Wherever it goes, just follow with your eyes. Don't move your head. You understand? You understand? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
My head.
All right, let's start over. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
All right, because you're having a really hard time tracking it, okay?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
All right, there's nothing to do. That doesn't change your eyes at all, okay? All right, here we go. Your eyes are jumping all over the place. Why is that?
Could we take a test or something? I don't have nothing to hide.
Is there anything in your car you're not supposed to have?
Search my car.
Okay.
Well, if your adrenaline is flowing and you are nervous or scared about an incident, your pupils reveal it in some way. That's what was happening with Torian, but the officer, seemingly driven by an agenda, refused to de-escalate the situation.
Okay, try not to move your head, okay?
But,
just keep looking at it. That what's going on here?
Okay, well, let's do something. Let's do a test or something. I'm not on anything. I'm nervous. Like I'm in Zeeland, Michigan. I'm a black man. I'm scared as hell right now.
That shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You live in Holland, don't you? So you come through Zeeland all the time, probably.
Probably not no more.
You got 3 officers standing here. We're all wearing cameras. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Well, I mean, test me. I'm not on anything.
Okay.
Torian kept pleading his innocence, urging the officer to go with a straightforward test that would prove if he had anything illegal. However, the officer refused to listen and proceeded with another field sobriety test.
Okay, so head back, eyes closed, E through P.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, thank you. What's the highest level of education that you have?
High school.
Okay. Did you grow up around here somewhere?
Saginaw.
In Saginaw? Okay. All right. So what you're going to do now is you don't tilt your head back or anything, okay? Just stand like you are right now. You're going to start at number 68. You're going to count backwards by 1 and stop at 53. So all you're doing is simply counting down from 68 to 53.
59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
Okay, thank you. What's that?
I'm not on anything.
Okay, all right. That's why I just want to run you through these tests, okay? Because your pupils are really small, and that's.
I get nervous. I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous as hell.
Okay.
Right? 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you.
So Torian was breezing through the test without any concerns, but then the officer suggested an unusual test that he didn't quite excel at.
So when you feel 30 seconds has passed, I want you to open your eyes and say that you're done. Okay, so you're not counting out loud. Just when you estimate 30 seconds, whether you count to yourself or however way you do it. Okay, but when you feel 30 seconds has passed, then I want you to open your eyes and say that you're done.
I'm
done. Done? How much time do you think that was?
It's kind of fast in my head. It's almost second.
Do you think that was 30 seconds? How did you get there? How did you realize that you thought it was 30 seconds? How did you?
In my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. All right, because that was 12 seconds.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I was counting super fast in my head.
Okay.
After going through the necessary eye tests, Torian was asked to complete the walk and turn test. As usual, he didn't show any problems completing that.
Yep, I was just showing you an abbreviated version, okay? All right, so go ahead and put your right foot in front of your left, hands down by your sides. Okay, and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Record this too, because they think I'm on something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
After minutes of performing tests out in the freezing cold, the officer was finally convinced that Torian hadn't committed any crime and was let go.
Do you feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
Look, there's no reason to be humiliated. You understand why I stopped you, though, right?
I understand it.
If you're doing 120 miles an hour, then you don't pull over the police, you're obviously going to get...
I didn't realize
That's why we're saying you're talking, right?
I didn't realize it, and I didn't see you. And I own up to that.
Okay.
I see you.
Yeah,
I take a piss really bad.
It's okay. The cold's not helping.
Yeah,
but
it's not helping.
Well, yeah, I had you on radar at 117 and then 120 when you actually passed me.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. And I appreciate you standing out here doing these tests. I know it's cold, okay, but do you understand why we're doing them?
I understand.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and have a seat in your car so you can get warm. I'm going to write you a speeding ticket, and you're going to be on your way. All right? You got all your stuff up here?
The 30-year-old maintained a calm demeanor even after being racially profiled by the officer. However, he did make sure to ask the officers for their badge numbers.
Do you have a business card too?
Yes, you bet.
I know I'm wrong, but...
No, you bet. I'll give you one.
I have a whole family of law, and I mean,
A whole family of what?
I have a whole family of law, so I know.
Oh, okay.
So can you give me all of your badge numbers?
You bet. You bet. Yep. You'll get a. Yeah, I'll get you a card from everybody.
You're a narcotics. You said you're a narcotics detection.
Yeah. Yep. Drug detection. Yep.
So just all badge numbers and
You bet.
names. All right?
You bet. You bet.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
At that point, Torion's boyfriend had also come to the scene and confronted the officer. Just like Torion, he claimed that he would never speed this much, asking the officer to come up with some proof.
Yes, sir.
That's my boyfriend that you just pulled over.
Okay.
I can honestly tell you didn't catch him clocking going 117.
Okay.
I'm recording this, by the way.
That's fine. I am too.
Okay, that's fine. I can honestly tell you that he wasn't going 117 because he's very scared of driving.
Okay.
So I know for a fact he wasn't going that fast.
Okay. And he'll have the.
If you could prove
Yep.
that.
He'll have the right. He can go to court and appeal it, and I'll go over all that with him. But it'll be out of the Holland District Court.
Oh yeah, we will be there.
Okay. All right.
We will be there.
Okay, sir. I'm gonna give him our business cards that he asked for,
Can I
and
get
then.
one too?
What's that?
Can I get one too?
She just left. She just gave me one, but we will give you one.
Yeah. Can I
Okay.
get one of
You
yours?
bet. You bet. Do you have another card for his friend? All right. I'll get you one out of my car here in a minute.
Soon after, the officer wrote the speeding ticket and approached him to hand it over.
So this dash cam footage, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I mean, I didn't realize I was going that fast. If I was going that fast, but so do we have this recorded on a dash cam with a tip time radar and all of that?
The what is on the dash cam?
So do we have footage of me going that and with a clock something that's? I mean, can we prove this in court?
It won't show on the radar because the camera comes out the front window, but it'll show you smoking past the other cars and me trying to catch up to you.
Oh, so we can see this.
Yes, you'd be able to see that part on the dash cam for sure, and then anything that we have recorded right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this going so we can get you out of here. Okay.
Torion was issued a citation for speeding. However, he came forward to complain about the incident and filed a complaint with a local NAACP chapter. After the complaint, the Zeeland Police Department released a statement claiming that the officer just did his duty and no rights were violated. Well, what do you guys think about this statement? This officer surely had a racial motive behind this detainment, but the actions of the next officers will leave you stunned.
Because I just told you, step out of the car. If you don't want to go to jail, I would expect you to please listen.
On July 15, 2018, a couple of Des Moines police officers were patrolling when they saw a black man driving a car and immediately pulled it over without any reason. Soon, the officer went out and confronted the driver.
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
What's up?
How you doing, officer?
Is this your car?
Well, it's a rental right now. My car's in the shop.
Okay. Did something break down?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. You guys just came from over at the park, right?
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
That's it?
Well, that's what
Is this your car?
I just told you my car's in the shop, officer. This is a rental.
The person driving the car was identified as 23-year-old Montre Little, accompanied by his friend, 21-year-old Jared Clinton. The officer seemed aggressive from the get-go and shockingly tried to accuse them of car theft.
How do you start it?
What do you mean? I just put my foot on the brake and I put it in drive and I
Okay.
drive, officer.
So it's your car, though? Did they give you a fob or something?
My car, officer.
Did they give you a key fob or something? Or?
Yes, sir. Officer.
Like, what does it do? Does it?
You see, that should let you know that it's in.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or in the car?
No, officer.
The officer's demeanor at this point was disgusting and unmistakably racist. However, he proceeded to say something even more shocking.
Okay, can I be honest with you? It smells like marijuana in the car, and I can see shake on the ground. And your buddy's giving me the idea that maybe he's got a gun. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think.
How?
I don't know. Just the way. I mean, just the way you're holding yourself, man. Like, that's why we're nervous, man. That's it. I mean, if you're scared because you got to look, that'll be one thing.
Officer,
Okay.
There's no shake on the floor.
Okay. So there's no shake on the floor.
Officer.
Okay. All right. And you don't have any weapons on you? You said?
Officer, that is correct.
Okay, do you have your ID on you?
My brother's been pulled over multiple times for doing that. I live in Des Moines, I go to work. I don't like doing it.
Officer Kyle Thies was escalating the situation as he shouldn't have even pulled them over in the first place, let alone blame them for carrying narcotics in their car. Later, it was discovered that the shake on the ground was from cigarettes. Despite this, the officer kept bullying the young guys.
Okay. You don't got no weapons on you? Go ahead and step out, Montre. Yep, I just told you why. 3 times. You want me to recap again?
Officer, look, my hand is up.
Yep, your hands are up, and now I'm asking you to step out of the car.
I gave you my ID.
You gave me your ID.
Go run it.
Yep, I don't want to. I'm not walking away from this car.
Officer, can I ask you why?
Yep, because I just told you, step out of the car. If you don't want to go to jail, I would expect you to please listen. I mean, I told you I'm a cop. Face the car when you step out. Face the car when you step out.
Montre appeared visibly confused and petrified as he had no idea what was happening. The poor guys were just having a good time driving around, and suddenly there were 2 cops with guns trying to intimidate them.
I don't know what you're doing, man, but you need to knock that off. Stop pulling on your arms. What's going on, dude? Where are you trying to go? What are you doing, dude?
Officer, I'm not doing nothing to you.
Okay. Well, you're making me think something funny's going on, man.
Come on, man.
You're not under arrest. You're just like pulling away like you're gonna do something silly. And I don't want that. What?
Nothing.
I what?
I'm not even gonna.
Okay. Well, you're not under arrest, man. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so slide over here. I mean, your heart is thumping, dude. Like, you're beaten.
Throughout the altercation, Montre and Clinton both showed no resistance and complied with the officer's requests. Despite this, the officer kept trying to play it hard. At last, the officer managed to detain Montre in the back of his police cruiser, and shortly, Clinton was about to suffer the same fate.
Let's see. I think that your buddy has a gun, so I need you to step in the car.
You think my buddy has a gun?
He's acting funny. Step in the car, please.
Officer,
if you don't step in the car, you're going to jail for sure.
Okay, that's
so
fine,
step
officer.
in the car. So step in the car.
Listen.
I'm done listening. I just told you I think that your buddy has a gun. Now knock it off.
Nothing in there. Can you spread your feet just a little bit? Okay. All right, come back and stand with me, okay? You're not gonna run from the area.
And just like that, both of them were detained in a police car as the officers started to search their vehicle, particularly looking for narcotics. Finally, after searching the entire car, the officers couldn't find anything illegal. Despite this, their suspicion was not over, as they proceeded to question Montre once again. This time, their line of questioning was even more appalling.
March 25th, 1995.
You supposed to be drinking in the park there?
Officer, officer, that's just in there, okay? There was no gun, there was no weapon to harm you, officer. We didn't do anything wrong. We stopped at the stoplight. We pulled over when you pulled over. I did everything you asked me to, officer. You thought there was a weapon. There's no weapon. We wasn't doing anything wrong, officer. I'm not sure why you pulled me over. At your rental, everything is fine. There's no breaking taillight or nothing, officer. I did nothing wrong with you.
Okay. If I take them handcuffs off you, can you dump out that bottle of alcohol for me?
Oh, I could do it anytime, officer.
Is that good?
Yeah, of course it
You
is.
good? We straight? Okay. So here's the deal. Like, you and I know. I mean, let's start over. Let's roll with each other. Did I make anything up when I said the car smelled like?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Hold on.
Because there's nobody smoking in the car.
Is there shake on the floor of the car?
Officer, that was cigarette ash, okay?
Montre was calmly dealing with the officer and still managed to give him great answers to his questions, even when some of them stumped him. The officer proceeded with this questioning before he was fully sure that they were good to let go.
You didn't find no marijuana?
I did. I'm not charging. But here's what. If you want me to be real with you, like I want you to be real with me for a second. Like, did I make that up? You know what I mean? Did I make it up?
I believe so, officer.
Okay, so you want me to just write you the ticket for the stuff that I had to write you tickets for? If you think that I'm lying, like, then we'll go to court and we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
Or do you want to just be real with me and I'll be real with you?
Wow, officer.
Right?
I would like to pull out my alcoholic reaction to officer. You didn't find anything. We wasn't doing anything, officer.
You maybe were around people smoking or something like that.
Officer.
Were you around anybody smoking?
Cigarettes.
That's it.
Officer, there's no weed shake on the floor, officer.
Both of them were finally let go without any charge or a ticket. Surprisingly, the officers still had no remorse for their actions and didn't even apologize to them for this massive inconvenience.
So just try not to be nervous, and then it won't make us nervous. Okay?
Usually when we see that, with somebody sitting there like that, like there's a gun, right? Where you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like that's what happens. That's the only reason that happened, is because like you were just making it seem like something crazy is going on when it could have just been something little as that, or like a bag or something. Like, we jump automatically to what?
Yeah, I already know.
Do you have any questions?
No. Have a great night.
All right, thank you guys.
Soon after this incident, both Montre and Clinton filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officers in the city. Some months later, the city decided to settle the lawsuit for $75,000. And certainly, this is not the last time a police officer was involved in racial profiling.
What? You have no reason to be talking to me, right?
I can. Actually, yes. You're a suspicious person. Someone called in about...
Suspicious how?
On October 29, 2018, a resident contacted the West Des Moines Police Department complaining about a suspicious person lurking in the neighborhood. Soon after, Officer Clinton Ray came over to the scene and confronted the person who was just sitting minding his own business.
Hi, sir. Yes, I'm Officer at the West Des Moines Police Department. The reason why I'm talking to you today is someone called in about you. Are you just handing out flyers?
What am I doing wrong?
I didn't know. People were concerned.
Yeah, concerned for what?
Their neighborhoods.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Ricky.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out what we were concerned about.
The black man was identified as 24-year-old Keelan Hill and was just distributing some flyers in the area. However, the officer was about to point out an absurd thing.
Well, in West Des Moines, we have a soliciting ordinance, so if you're knocking on people's doors...
Yeah, soliciting is what? Offering services.
Yeah.
I'm not offering a service.
Okay.
Okay, so with that being said, I'd like you to leave me alone, sir. I have not broken any laws.
Well, I'm still doing an investigation because if you're recording me, I'm still recording too, so it's okay.
Investigating what, sir?
A suspicious person. They called in about you.
Okay.
You have an ID with you?
No, I don't.
Do you have your name? Have your name?
No. Am I under arrest?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm investigating.
If I'm not under arrest, then you have no reason to be talking to me, right?
I can. Actually, yes. You're a suspicious person. Someone called in about...
Suspicious how?
A neighbor called over here, so I don't understand why you're being difficult about this.
I'm not being difficult about anything because I haven't done anything out of the way.
Okay.
Well, technically, being suspicious is not a reasonable, articulable suspicion to pull over someone. And Mr. Hill was rightfully upset about this detainment. Therefore, he proceeded to walk away from the officer. However, the officer didn't like this and continued to follow him.
With that being said, I'll go about my business.
Okay, I'm not done with you yet. You're not free to go.
Have I done it? Have I broken any laws?
4055. Can you send me one this way, please? He's
Have I
uncooperative.
broken any laws, sir?
I'm talking to you. I'm not done. I'm investigating a suspicious person.
You have a nice day, sir.
Stop. Stop now.
For what?
I can detain you. Stop.
For what?
Because you're not listening. I'm investigating a suspicious person. Stop
sir,
now.
Sir, have I broken any laws?
Stop.
Tell me what laws I've broken.
I told you to stop. I'm going to tell you to stop.
For what?
Because I'm talking to you and you're...
Have I done this wrong?
I just told you I'm investigating who you are.
You're harassing me.
5700 block of Aspen.
Suspicious person. Have I broken any laws?
That's not the point.
Any laws?
Someone called you and it's a suspicious person.
Okay, and you can be a suspicious person, Mr.
Really?
Ray.
Really?
I feel like you're a suspicious person.
How would I be suspicious?
You look suspicious to me.
Okay, how would that be? I'm in a marked
You're a
police
white
car.
man. You're suspicious to me.
I'm suspicious to you because I'm a white person?
Yeah, with a gun. You're suspicious to me.
The officer kept going back and forth with Mr. Hill before he proceeded to finally apprehend him. Once again, the officer was unable to name any law he had broken.
Look, listen, I work for somebody who will get on your motherfucking ass. So I'm going to ask you one more time.
Okay, actually using obscenities in front of public people is a crime.
Sir, listen to me. I'm going to tell you one more time.
I don't care who you work for.
You don't care who I work for. The person I work for pays you. So
Okay,
I'm going to tell you one more time to get away from me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get away from me.
Yeah. He's still walking away from me, being uncooperative and refusing to identify himself.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to identify myself to you. I don't have to do anything. If I have not broken any laws, I don't have to.
Westbound, we were 58th and Aspen.
Again, I asked you, leave me alone. If I've not broken a law, you have no reason to detain me. If you had a reason to detain me, you would have detained me already.
I can actually, yes, I can.
For what?
Because you're not listening to my directions. You're not following. Turn around right now.
Sir.
Turn around. I'm done.
So you're going to arrest me?
I'm detaining you.
For what? For what?
Be resistive.
For what?
Because you're not listening to what I'm saying. Do not be resistive towards me.
Finally catch the moment when Justice catches up with an officer who thought she was invincible until the truth came crashing down.
Come in, how you doing? Keep your hands out your pockets for me.
I'm not the one with the gun.
Sir, I don't keep your hands out of your pockets. Put the phone down.
I haven't done a crime. Don't talk to me like that.
Listen to me. I don't know you.
Listen,
You can put
I
that
don't
down.
know you. You're the one with the gun.
Get down on the ground now. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
What the?
I told you not
That's
to reach for anything.
I haven't committed a crime. You don't have any.
Hands out to your
I
side
haven't
now.
committed a crime.
Officer Bethany Guerriero was the aggressor as she made no attempts to de-escalate the situation. Instead, she forced Ryan on the ground and continued to make matters difficult for him.
Put your hands behind your back.
You can't detain me for what?
Yes, I can.
For what?
I don't know you.
I don't know you. You're the ones with guns. Yeah, you're arresting me for nothing.
I'm detaining you right
That's
now.
fine. You're detaining me for what crime?
Because you don't want to listen.
That's not a crime. Are your body cams on?
Yes, they sure
Good.
are.
Good. I called you guys for help because this guy's brandishing a gun at me.
Sit down. I didn't say get up. I said sit down.
Who the f*** is this? Where's your supervisor?
I'm getting
Do you
one.
see how
He's on
she's
his
talking?
way.
I haven't
Relax.
done anything.
You don't
Why am
wanna
I in
listen.
handcuffs? I don't care. You're not my
being
mom.
silly because I'm
You're not my
coming here
dad.
for a gun.
That's fine. I don't have a gun. I haven't committed a crime.
And when I told you to keep your hands out of your pockets,
You're not
you did
my.
it.
I didn't commit a crime. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Why are you yelling at me?
Because I have every
Who
right to
are
right
you?
now.
What's your badge number?
321 Guerrero, Guerria. Make sure you spell it right.
If you're this scared of a guy in a
Scared? I've been here
swimsuit,
for 20 years.
20 years is important. We'll get back to that shortly.
you're terrified of a guy in a swimsuit. I didn't do anything.
You can shut your mouth now.
They just detained me. I explained. There's no gun. That guy
I don't
has a gun.
detain anybody for no reason.
Then what reason?
Because I
What
told you to
crime
keep
did
it-
I commit for
Can
you to detain
shut your
me?
mouth so I can explain it to
Are you in charge of this lady? Who's the sarge? This is absurd. Why am I in handcuffs on the ground? Are you a supervisor?
No, he's not.
Can someone explain why I'm handcuffed on
Can you
that?
shut your mouth
No.
so I can talk to you?
Imagine calling the cops over to help you, and they end up arresting you instead of the person who brandished a weapon on you. Ryan was rightly frustrated and made sure to let his feelings known to the corrupt officer.
You're terrified of a guy in a swimsuit. I didn't do anything.
You can shut your mouth now.
They just detained me. I explained. There's no gun. That guy
I don't
has a gun.
detain anybody for no reason.
Then what reason?
Because I
What
told
crime
you
did I commit for you to detain
shut
me?
your mouth so I can explain it to you?
Are you in charge of this lady? Who's the sarge? This is absurd. Why am I in handcuffs on the ground? Are you a supervisor?
No, he's not.
Can someone explain why I'm handcuffed on
Shut your mouth so I can talk to you?
Look at you. You're furious. What did I do?
You did not listen.
You're not my boss.
Listen to me.
I don't need to listen to you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Who are you?
This is the only way.
I didn't commit a crime. I don't give a fuck. I didn't commit a crime. She doesn't get to detain me.
Yes,
Pull
I
her
do.
gun.
Even after recognizing that Ryan didn't pose any threat to them as he was unarmed, the officers refused to let him go and persisted with the arrest. Ryan proceeded to pose several questions on the laws, but the officers had no answers for him instead of issuing more threats.
Pull her gun on me.
Because when
Put
you
me
put
on the
your
ground.
hands in your pocket and
I
I'm
didn't
getting
commit
a
a
phone call
crime.
of a
I don't
gun,
care.
you
You're
don't
that
wanna
terrified?
listen.
You shouldn't be a cop if you're that terrified.
I've been here for 20 years, punk.
Yeah, here. Can you ask this lady why I'm in handcuffs? Tell her what crime
I keep
I've
trying
committed.
to tell you.
Go
and
ahead,
you wanna
what
keep
crime?
talking over me.
What crime?
Okay, let's bring it down a notch.
No,
okay?
just tell me what crime I'm in handcuffs for.
Because I get called here because
Crime.
someone is.
What's suspicion?
You don't need to be in crime.
Yes, I do. To detain me, you
detain
need suspicion of a crime.
No, you do not.
Yes, you do. You don't know the law? Please explain it to him. You cannot just go around detaining random people.
Can you calm down for a second?
I'm in handcuffs.
calm down? Obviously, we're not
Can I
getting
stand
anywhere.
up? I'll calm down if I can stand up.
No, you can have a seat on the ground.
For what crime? What did
I'm
I
in
do?
charge, not you.
No, you're not.
And you blue nail polish, cute.
Okay.
Yo,
I'm not gonna do it. What did I do?
Down, all right?
What did I do?
All right, don't try to get up. Sit down.
Ryan was surrounded by ignorant cops who kept on intimidating him. Despite facing this atrocious behavior, Ryan kept fighting for his rights.
Can someone tell me why I'm in
I already
handcuffs?
told someone
What
in charge to
crime
get here.
or what?
Right now, all I need you to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna do it. Arrest me.
You are under
Yeah,
arrest.
I want to. Okay, arrest me.
You're
Go ahead,
under
take me to
arrest for
jail.
resisting. I am
Go
gonna
ahead,
take
take
you
me to jail. Take me to jail right now. Take me to jail. Do it. Do it.
Oh, I will.
Do it. I'm ready.
going to.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
What's your name, dude?
Excuse me.
What's your name?
Allow me to stand up
What's
and
your name?
No.
Negative. Doesn't work that way.
Okay. Tell me what crime I'm here for.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're under arrest.
For what crime?
You have to give your name. You're already on arrest.
That's fine. What crime though?
Don't worry. She already told you.
She's already got
Resisting arrest is a secondary charge. That's a secondary charge.
It's not a secondary.
Then take me to jail. I'm not
You are
going
going to jail. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Ryan was right once again, as the officers had no legitimate cause to arrest him. However, sometime later, Eddie's supervisor arrived on the scene and began conversing with Officer Bethany.
All right, the other guy that called is armed.
Can you stop up for a minute so I can?
That's what I'm talking about.
Stop.
I'm not going to stop
Put him
talking.
with his face on the ground.
Stop.
I'm not going to stop talking.
Stop.
Arrest me.
You are under arrest.
Okay, take me.
I got you.
Take me to jail.
Go ahead.
Caller calls. I guess he was doing this, harassing the out of his wife, yelling and screaming, causing 38.
He's harassing
This one is harassing.
his wife?
Yes.
Wait, the caller's wife or his wife?
His wife. The caller has a gun. This guy came at him the way he came at us, and he opened up his shirt. He came out here. Me and Strzelecki roll up. He's got his hands in his pocket, and I go, bro, take your hands out of your pocket, right? And then when he goes and pulls the phone out, and he goes to put it back. I said, keep your hands out of your pocket, and I throw down on him.
Officer Bethany seemed unaware of the facts, as Ryan had never threatened Anna. She was presuming things on her own and had done no investigation whatsoever to reach her conclusion.
Gets on the ground, he tosses his phone to the side, and I go, put your hands behind your back. So I cuff him up. He's like, look at you piece of shit. You're fucking, like, just went off. You have no right to detain me. He goes, resisting arrest is a secondary. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So obviously he's amped up on something. But when he, like the first couple times when he didn't want to listen to me about keeping his hands out of his pockets, I thought it was funny, I drew down on him.
Okay.
That guy.
Finally, the officers decided to go over and talk to the person who brandished the weapon and caused all this fiasco.
Yeah, I mean, my wife called me. This is where my involvement started. My wife called me.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in the apartment putting groceries away, and she called me and said that there was a guy harassing her at the pool.
Okay. Was it that guy over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just ran over here. And as soon as I got here, he got out of the pool and stared screaming.
At you?
At me and my wife.
Okay. What was he saying?
He was saying something like, your wife is f***ing crazy, she's f***ing crazy, she's making me move, or I'm not going to move. And that's kind of how it started. It was just like, basically hurling insults at my wife. But then he got out of the pool and he started like swinging his arms up and down.
Okay.
Ryan's actions, however, appeared completely different to how this guy explained them. It was clear that he was lying to get out of trouble. Moving on, when confronted with the question of brandishing his weapon, he even proceeded to lie about that.
You told that other officer that you put your hands up like this so that
My wife
the
said
gun
that.
is displayed.
I'm not completely sure, to be honest with you. I know it didn't come out of the holster or anything like that.
No, I didn't say it came out, but how was he able to know that you were armed? Because he called us and said that you were armed. So how did he know that?
I don't know. I mean, if I lift my shirt up, you could see it.
Okay.
But-
So did you want him to see that you were armed? Did you tell him you were armed?
I don't think so. No.
As Officer Bethany couldn't extract any concrete information from Anna's husband, another officer went over to try his luck. However, he suddenly started to have some health problems.
Yeah, I spoke to him. I'm trying to understand exactly what happened again. Can you explain to me from your perspective what happened?
I think I already explained it as well as I can.
The officer was courteous enough to allow him some time to recover. However, it's also important to remember that the same officers almost rushed in on Ryan and weren't ready to give him 1 minute. Soon after, another officer went over to him, making an attempt to gather information.
He started screaming, he started getting closer, he started balling up his fists.
So he's walking towards you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think then my wife got closer to him, and I tried to insert myself in between them.
Okay.
So at that point, we were maybe like 4 or 5 feet apart.
Okay. At what point in time did you pull up your shirt?
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm really not sure.
What was your intentions when you pulled up your shirt?
I really am not comfortable saying anymore. I'm so hazy in my memory that I don't want to say the wrong thing. Can I wait till I have a lawyer?
Sure, absolutely. That's 100% up to you.
Once again, he asked for time, and the officers granted his request. In the end, the officers couldn't extract any evidence from him and decided to leave him alone. Ryan was also uncuffed and might go off without any charges. However, after the incident, the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department started an internal investigation against Bethany, which resulted in an interview.
When you arrived, you recall Mr. Gould was wearing a bathing suit and Crocs.
When I arrived, I remember seeing, yes, a male wearing multicolored shorts. And as I was pulling in, I could see him, and then as he was walking towards me, he was now to my left as I'm starting to pull around. And just behind him, by where the stop curb was, I noticed a lump. I wasn't sure what it was at a time. If it was a shirt, if it was a backpack, if it was a towel, I wasn't sure. Out to his side, he at that point was listening to my commands, but then once I had gotten him handcuffed, he's still verbally resisting because he immediately went to stand back up.
The investigator made sure to grill Officer Bethany for her actions throughout the incident. Despite her attempts to evade the allegations, the body cam footage always gave a different story.
Okay, but so we have 8 seconds in between when he took his phone out of his pocket and when you drew down on him.
Okay.
And in those 8 seconds, the phone was out of his pocket. He made no other attempt to go back into his pocket. Right?
From my vantage point, I saw his hands drop. I don't know what else he's going for. I don't know.
When did you see his hands drop?
So, from my vantage point, before I even got out of the car, I saw this. I saw both hands disappear, which prompted me to say what I initially said to him.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but again, like I said, in my mindset at the time, like, that's nerve-wracking. That's uncomfortable. I'm trying to do the best that I can at that point to make a scene secure. You know, I'm not saying that the last thing I'm thinking about is cover, but I'm trying to prevent an incident or potential incident.
Now, you handcuffed Mr. Gould.
I did.
At any time, because it's not clearly visible on video, was he searched?
At that time, no.
Bethany made several blunders throughout the encounter with Ryan, and at one time in the investigation, she began to acknowledge her mistakes.
I'm not myself at that moment, You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what is happening to me? How do I, verbalize this, that I'm having an issue, that this guy is still yelling and screaming. I'm still trying to maintain a level of control. There was a lot for me at that moment going on.
You recall the things he was yelling?
Just like, I don't have to listen to you, you're not my mom.
The comments that we discussed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mocking his toenails, calling him a punk, etc. Would you agree that that is not professional behavior?
I would agree, yes. I'm not going to dispute that at all.
Okay.
As the officer was concluding the investigation, Bethany recounted the time she was first told by her sergeant that she might be disciplined on this matter and started crying in front of him.
So when I did ask him, as my supervisor and someone I've known for 20 years, what's going to happen? What's going on? I found it disheartening to hear him laugh. That after I did get out of the hospital several days later, that it was funny to him why I was asking him that AC Bechtel was calling for me. I had no idea at that point, and there's a time and a place for everything. We all know that. Could I have picked a better time and a place for my interaction with Mr. Gould? Absolutely. I own that. However, there was a time and a place to discuss something like that, and that wasn't the time.
Okay.
I had been humiliated in front of my spouse and 2 other officers by my supervisor, someone I've known for 20 years.
After the investigation, the police department decided to fire Officer Bethany Guerrero. However, Ryan didn't quite settle for this, as he proceeded to file a lawsuit against the officer, the city, and the police department, asking for an undisclosed amount in damages. However, that's not the last time a corrupt cop brought his city a significant lawsuit.
Turn around.
You just said, hold on.
Stop, Dick. Stop.
I
Stop.
Get my phone out.
Stop.
Wait a minute.
Stop.
Why are you putting your
Stop.
hands on?
On June 24, 2019, 52-year-old Mark Domino went to work on his motorbike, while his wife, who worked at the same retail store, drove there in her car. As he ended his shift, Mr. Domino proceeded to their car and looked inside it for a minute before returning to his bike on the other side of the parking lot. A bystander who saw this thought Domino might be stealing someone's car and notified the police. Soon after, as Domino was standing near his motorbike, an officer appeared and began confronting him.
How's it going, man? I'm Officer Lors, Clarkson Police Department. Put your phone down for a second. What do you got in your pocket there? Is that just something hanging off your backpack? What is that, a hanger? What are you doing with that? Is this your bike?
Yes.
It's your bike? You got ID on you?
Why do you need my ID?
Because somebody saw you looking at cars, so I'm here just check and see what's going on. You got ID on you?
Yeah, I do, but
okay,
did I do anything?
Yeah, I'm figuring that out right now. I'll take a look at your ID, though.
You don't need my ID unless I did something.
Okay.
Unless you're taking me in for something like that.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back right now.
For
now!
What? For what?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back now!
For what?
The officer took no time to escalate the situation, and instead of calmly explaining to Domino what was happening, he pushed for an arrest without any legitimate cause.
108, pick it up. You're gonna obey me, or you're gonna go on the ground.
Why do I need to obey you?
Because I'm giving you a lawful order.
For what?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Did I do anything?
Yes. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What did I do?
Do you want to get tased?
Excuse me?
Turn around and put your
For what? Do you know I work here?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Do you know I work here? This is my bike.
Okay.
So what did I do for you to approach me and then tell me that put my hands behind my back?
Sir.
What are you arresting me for?
I'm not arresting you. Right now you're not cooperating with me.
For what?
And you're getting agitated.
You asked me for my ID.
Right.
I don't have to give you my ID.
Okay.
Unless I've done something. What have I done?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
For what? Are you arresting me? And for what purpose?
I'm detaining you.
Detaining me for what? Why are you detaining me?
You're not even listening.
What did I do for you to detain me?
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Was there a report that I stole something?
Yes.
There was a report that I stole something.
Turn around.
You just said, hold on.
Stop, Dick. Stop.
I can get my phone out.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Why are you putting your hands on me?
Domino began to grow increasingly aggressive, frustrated by the lack of clarity regarding why he was detained. If only threatening him wasn't enough, the officer also brought out his taser, directly pointing it at him.
Stop.
Why are you putting your hands?
Hey,
why are you
stop.
putting your hands?
Stop.
No.
Stop.
What?
You're gonna get
Why are you
tased.
putting
Stop.
your hands on me?
Stop.
Why are you putting your hands on me?
Stop resisting.
You are
Stop.
attacking me.
Stop
You
resisting.
got a call from you vehicle prowling. You match the description.
Stop
Oh,
resisting.
black guy vehicle prowling?
You need to
Really?
chill out.
Stop.
Was it a black guy vehicle?
Stop.
Why are you trying to take me down?
Why are you fighting?
Stop.
You are trying to force
Stop.
me. Take me down for no
Stop.
reason.
You're pushing.
Stop.
Pushing what?
Stop.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Stop.
I know my rights.
Stop talking and stop fighting, or we will use force.
You're using force now.
Stop.
We haven't even started.
Oh, and I have to tell you. Yes, John.
Stop.
Record this.
Additional units.
Why are you detaining me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Why are you detaining
You
me?
match the description of a vehicle prowl suspect. At this time, you're being detained.
Detained for what?
What did he do?
What did I do?
Stop.
I just told you. What did he do?
Domino kept on resisting and attempted to break free from the officer's grasp, however. That's when the officer deployed his taser, causing the old man to drop onto his knees.
You're under arrest for obstruction.
Obstructing what? Obstructing what? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Get on your stomach.
Stop resisting. You're gonna get tased again. Roll
He's a
over.
vehicle prowl suspect. Is he? Yes.
Stop resisting.
Just wait for the other guys to get here.
Other units, pick it up.
Clerks 108. Also, if you could have somebody contact RP and see if she's still on scene. Just stay on your side, okay?
No.
Despite his resistance, the officers managed to pin him face first onto the ground and proceeded to handcuff him illegally. However, no one even tried to ensure whether Domino actually committed the crime or not.
Arrest for what? Arresting me for
We're
what?
not going to argue right now.
Arresting me for what is the problem?
Get him out of here.
Yeah, what you arresting me for?
Stand up, man.
That's first. Obstructing justice. Obstructing what? Huh? Obstructing what? Getting on my own bike? Getting on my own motorcycle?
Check that front pocket. Okay, good.
Moments later, the officer also confronted Jody Burnell, the individual who had made the suspicious call against Domino.
You Jody?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your ID with you?
I do. I'm over here.
Okay.
I'm 214's mom.
Okay. Is that the male that you
Yeah.
saw? Okay. Can you get me video? Male that came to this bike, everything that he did. He's an employee. We've got a witness that saw him going into cars, and we just fought and tased him. So
bike right there.
That bike, male come to it. Where did he walk? Which cars?
The car that he got into is clear on the other end.
Okay.
He kinda
So you saw one male walking from all the way over there,
Clear over to here.
and that's the male that we talked to.
Yeah, I watched him. He
Okay.
got into 3 doors of that car, and then he just walked
Okay.
away and came clear over here. So I
Okay.
thought, well, that's not right.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the woman came
Can
over
you
and
start looking at that for me?
the woman came over and was
Okay.
kind of pissed, saying it was his car is registered with him.
However, finally, the moment of truth came as the officers were told about the mistake they had made. Despite knowing the truth, the officer made no attempts to rectify his mistake and instead continued to shift the entire blame on Domino.
How many cars did he look at?
Just the one. But
Just
he,
the one.
Like,
One car far,
like my pickup would
a
be
gray
parked.
Chevy Aveo is registered to him. The same as the bike.
Okay. He could have.
Yeah, right in his statement.
Clarkston 119, run an attached one. No, and then he started, like, he was just super agitated, super, I don't have to tell you my name. I'm like, listen, man, so right now you're being detained, and he got all jacked up, and so I'm like, okay, turn around and put your hands behind your back. I'm going to detain you. No. And then once Rabbit got here, he reached into his pocket real fast, and we went hands-on at that point and sort of danced around with him because he's a big dude like this for a while. And then finally he wrapped his arm around me, and I had my taser out already, and I tased him, and we took him down and finally got him cuffed, but we fought with him the whole time. So all he had to do was talk.
Yeah, if you would have said that's my car, it could have been
done in 2 seconds.
These intense moments remind us that no one is above the law, especially those sworn to uphold it. If you're here for the sweet taste of justice served, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gripping content that shines a spotlight on the downfall of those who misuse their power.